Your mustache, say the word mustache. A mustache. Now we both have said mustache.
Alright.
It's been over a year. We know you've missed us.
You haven't.
They have.
No, they haven't missed it. No one's. Well, I mean, no one.
They're not stale. They've lasted.
Yay.
No preservatives. I'm surprised it's still fresh.
Very low sodium.
All right.
I'm still not going to eat it.
Welcome, everybody, to That's Our Opinion. I know you've missed us, but I have this new toddler that has kept me from these videos. That's why it's been about a year.
Yeah.
We're back. We're back.
We're back. We are back with a vengeance. Oh.
Well, we were going to start with summer movies. I just couldn't get my act together, so we're just starting with the very next thing.
That we saw.
Yeah.
There's no better way of just doing a kickoff point. Just kick off.
We're just kicking
go.
off. All right.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
The Purge. Anarchy. The sequel to The Purge, we revisit another annual night in the new Founding Fathers of America, new answer to crime and violence, by giving 12 hours to the country to kill and be killed. Everything crime is legal. While last year we got a peek into the families of the wealthy side of the purging, this year we see it in the slums, and it seems this time the government plays a small role in the extractions. What did you think of that movie, Marcus?
My good is it was better than the first film.
Okay.
For me, I enjoyed the first one. That's why I went to go watch the second one. This one was a little bit more open world. This one didn't focus on just one family, one situation, one area, one set. This one definitely it goes out into the city, and it shows you more of what's going on, like actual outside. I think the first movie showed you more like, oh, they were watching on TV, so you're seeing people and what's happening, but it's a little bit better when your characters are submerged into that world to where they have to not only worry about these other people who are out trying to, kill or loot or whatever. But the interesting thing I also do find with this movie is how come they only focus on the murder.
That's true, because if crime was legal, there would be
legal,
looting.
But you don't see any looters out. You don't see anybody breaking into homes
I never put
or
that
anything.
together,
So
yeah.
it's just kind of like you really focus on the murder part. So I guess in a way that could also be my bad too. It's that you're not really exploring all the crimes that could be going on.
I agree.
But other than that, I mean, you really felt in touch with the characters this time around. The first one, you're kind of like, oh, you sympathize with a few people who were in the house and whatnot. This one delved a little bit more into psychopaths. It's like...
Yeah, it was gangs chasing
women on rooftops.
Oh, yeah.
Snipe.
The Melissa McCarthy.
It's not Melissa McCarthy.
It's not, but we think it is.
There's a person in this movie who's
I'm
on
doing
a roof.
God's work, motherfucker. She was a great character.
It was a great character, and at the same time, we're just both thinking, "Wow, that would have been awesome if that had been Melissa McCarthy."
Actually, Melissa McCarthy, because she looked like her, sounded like her. It may have worked. My good also agree. The story was an improvement. Well, even though this movie is on the other side of the tracks, we saw the wealthy in the last movie. This one is kind of like the slums, and so we're starting to see it in a different year, and so. What him and I were discussing after the movie is because this is it's an annual purge, and every year it's going to be different, because in the first year I'm sure there was lots of murders, and now they're having a hard time finding that murders. But you're right. They should have done more than just murders. It should be looting, or it should be, robbing banks, or if crime is legal, breaking into people's homes and
Did you notice not even, except for the one scene with the bus going by, not one vehicle parked on the street on fire?
Right, yeah, just the one, and that was pretty sick.
I mean, what movie has the word anarchy in it?
And there's
no fire.
There's hardly anarchy. The key to anarchy was that there were anarchists in this film, in this version. But
rebels and people.
I was expecting with anarchy. I was expecting total chaos, and it didn't. Yeah. It was pretty organized purging. My bad was that it's still a disgusting concept.
Yeah, it's
not a horror movie, but it's just a violent display of humanism. It's just like, I know, once a year I'm just gonna go out and kill people. It's just sick. Although there weren't that many killings that we saw in the movie. There's about 4 or 6 deaths that we actually saw. There was. Yeah. For a purge, it was pretty light. There's a lot of guns, but not a lot of.
Yeah, they didn't show the
actual murder.
Like in the first scene, like the first movie, they show on TV purges all around the world, people dying.
Everybody
and
was killing people, and
I think maybe because this film, it doesn't just follow one person; it follows 3 different storylines that just all happen to come together, to make one storyline as they're going. And I think probably because you had that, there wasn't enough time to start going off and doing random things. And
they just kind of focused on, although there are more characters, which made the story better, which was our good. The story was better. I still don't know that it was a great movie, but it certainly was better.
I wouldn't go great.
If you liked the first one, you will like the second one better. But if you didn't like the first one, then it's not really worth. Maybe it's a rental.
Well, you might still like the second one better.
The second one is certainly better than the first, but
actually, my ugly of the film was it's not giving anything away. There's one scene where I swear you get very confused.
That was my ugly. It's my ugly. Yes, it's like, the confusion of the editing. Yes.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's like you're the heroes or the
good guys,
the good guys of this group. They get into this altercation where, lots of people die.
In front of a van. In front of a big truck.
Diesel truck.
There's a whole bunch of death.
There's a whole bunch of death. They leave the area, go through all this other scene, because they're trying to get from point A to point B.
One street to another,
so they're just going. But I swear, at some point, they come back around.
And we both immediately thought, oh my God, they went into a circle.
They just went into a circle, and it's like, wait, why is everybody on the ground dead? Wait, did they just go back to the city?
But then they changed the dialogue to say, oh, we're obviously in a very different part of the city. It's like, that's the same truck, and those are the same deaths. What?
It's like
such cheap editing. It was just
either cheap editing or
they're gonna use the same scene. We'll just say it's different. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my ugly. I thought that the editing was so tacky.
that just threw you for a loop. You're like, wow.
Like, oh my God, they would have. No, we're really not even doing that storyline. They're just gonna use the same scene and say, no, look, we're different now.
It's like. We're a low budget film. We don't have the extras.
Freaking truck, and I guess there were many of the same trucks that we find that out later. But still, it was the same shot. It was the same angle. It was cheap editing. I just like.
It was. There's a couple of other ones where I'm just kind of like. There's this one scene, not giving anything away. Scene where I swear like the heroes are on the street walking, and all of a sudden. These people come up, and it's like, how come no one can see each other? It's like the hero, there was like 6 everything, but no one can see them, and they're standing like literally.
If we're under the roof, we're completely invisible.
It's like
I don't think that's true. No, we're in the shadows. It's totally cool.
It's like, what are you talking about? You're under a street light. How is nobody seeing you right now?
No, we're under a ledge. No, the ledge totally covers us from being seen.
We are invisible. Yeah, but other than that,
it was kind of entertaining. I I think we both agree that they're probably going to be making more of these. Because they opened a few storylines with the government and the new founding fathers and the anarchists, and I think this will keep going.
They went more into the explanation of what the founding fathers are really about. There's a good monologue at the end of the film that will lead you. Like, you see it and you're like, okay, there's going to be, if this movie is successful, it's going to be another one. What really interests me about the concept is it's totally messed up. It's a totally messed up concept.
It's sick.
And it's
sick. A sick concept.
But at the same time, you look at it, it's like, okay, well, this is cool. But at least you only get 1 day of murders.
That's true.
So that cuts down all the crime that you do have. It sucks, but at the same time, it makes you really kind of look at it. And especially with this movie, it made you
sweet and well behaved for 364 days, and
I know
no wonder they go batshit crazy.
I was going to say that's exactly why they go crazy. Is because you have to
and we
be
see
nice
some
to
of the
somebody.
sick part of this. I know we kind of got it in the last one, but the sick part of it, the when the wealthy do
what the wealthy do,
hunting and gathering thing. I mean, it's just. Even the rich go crazy.
Yeah.
We've had to be nice too long. Now we're going to kill people.
I would probably say early showings, maybe.
Yeah, matinee.
Matinee prices might be a little bit better.
Yeah. It's not a waste of money, but
I wouldn't go back to the theater again to watch it now.
But I don't
unless it was free.
It.
But yeah, I don't regret seeing it either. It was enjoyable.
All right, but that's not the only movie we saw this weekend.
That is not the only
movie.
Hello.
Hello.
A married with children couple trying to rekindle their sex life decide to make a sex tape. Unfortunately, by syncing it to all of the iPads the husband has distributed to friends and family, we spend a long night tracking them all down. It's a really funny film starring Cameron Diaz and Jason Segel.
And the cloud.
It went up! It went up to the cloud!
You can't get it down from the cloud?
Nobody understands the cloud.
Alright, I'll start. The good. I thought there was very good chemistry between Jason Segel and Cameron Diaz. Alright, there's several. It's one night, so there's several emotions from happy to angry to fighting to the coke scene, but whatever. I thought that they did all the emotions pretty well.
Yeah.
But my good was absolutely Rob Lowe was an outstanding character in this film. Now, Marcus says apparently it's the same character as he plays in Parks and Recreation, which I haven't seen.
It really, if you are a fan of Parks and Recreation, knowing his kind of goody-goody way he acts,
he's like this perfectly pristine, but not really.
Yeah. He's that character with a small bit of a dark side to him.
He plays her potential boss. She's got an interview with him, and anyway, they run upon each other in these escapades of trying to track down the tape, and it is an amazing scene. It was worth Rob Lowe was pretty awesome. He was a great choice. So that was actually my good.
My good is basically just it's the whole adventure of just trying to track everything down, like not just Rob Lowe, but there's a bunch of not gonna tell you who they are, but there is a bunch of other celebrity cameos you get.
Oh, that's true.
Some people you haven't seen for a while.
Yeah.
That pop up in the show, and their interactions with them and everything. Everything. My good is everything smoothly. It's like it keeps
you paced. Absolutely.
I mean, it definitely focuses on a married couple. I myself have no experience with that yet, but you're looking at a married couple who's been married for a while. It shows you their whole back history, how they met, the things they've done. So it shows you how they had all that spice in the beginning. But then as time goes on, sometimes you just, things kind of hit a stalemate. They kind of settle, and it's like.
And being in that kind of marriage, I knew exactly why they did the thing they did. So. But everything ran smoothly. It's like once they did everything and their problem was put in front of them, the movie takes off. Mm-hmm. And you're laughing, you're just like... down. What did you think your bad was about this movie?
The bad. I guess the bad thing is, Jason, question, do you think he's on drugs in real life?
Oh no!
He
Apparently he
looks
got skinny for a role. Apparently he got skinny
For,
for
like,
the next
another
movie
role?
that he's doing.
Okay, because he looks
He looked
like
a little.
if you remember him as Marshall from
He's a big guy.
from Him Yim.
He's round, yeah.
He's bulky. He's his
Yeah,
face
and
is
he
more
looked-
full.
he
This one,
looked sickly.
It looks like everything. Just
I-
it looks
yeah.
like he almost tried to slim down like Christian Bale in The Machinist.
Oh yeah. Oh
like
god, that was
just went down.
dramatic skinny.
And
hat.
it was kind of off-putting sometimes.
Yeah,
when you
'cause
look at
you're
him,
like,
you're like,
That's not him.
that's-
He looks weird.
he looks completely different. And for me, that is kind of my ugly. This movie also kind of reminded me of like a Hangover type movie,
It was
or a Dude Where's My Car movie, just minus
because
the
it was
drug
the one night of
Yeah.
of
It's the
hijinks
one night.
ensuing. Absolutely.
Yeah, and the consequences that follow
Right.
after. Actually, to tell you the truth, I didn't have too much wrong with this. It was a funny movie from
Where's your
start
car,
to
dude?
end.
Where's the tape, dude?
Actually-
dude, where's the tape?
Actually, I think the most ugliest in this film was the woman who was sitting in front of us off to the side, who was constantly on her
Her
iPad.
iPad in full like white screen. She was reading something. It was just
She's reading a book.
the ugliness of people using it. It's not like we don't know. It's not PC to use your phone and you're texting and you're calling and I mean, why haven't we got past this, people? My bad for the movie is that it's a movie about a sex tape and there's not a lot of sex in it. It's hinted, it's talked about, it's even previewed, but it's like a huge tease. I feel like
The actual tape.
Yeah, I mean, we missed. I know we kind of get the I don't know. Of all the sex tape, it felt like I wanted to see the tape, and we hardly got to see it.
Yeah. Actually, at that point, I would have been fine if they had done it like the Hangover montages.
Oh, yeah,
Instead of
like
showing
the
a
picture-
video,
yeah, yeah.
show pictures of them
Yeah.
just doing
Like,
these awkwardly weird things.
This is my ugly. Every movie with Jason Segel has to have his butt. I think in this one we got a ball shot. But 5-year engagement, forgetting Sarah Marshall. We get a lot of naked Jason Segel, and it seems to be his signature. If Jason's in it, then I'm sure we'll get a butt shot.
Apparently, he's very happy about his
He's happy with his
endeavors.
manliness. So that was my ugly. But
Well, I was gonna say, I think this is the first time you actually get a little Cameron Diaz butt.
oh yeah, and a little
I
side
don't
boob.
think she's ever shown anything in a movie, so I think this is her coming out party.
I'm trying to think. Yeah.
And a,
Forgot
little,
about-
and a little bit of tasteful side boob.
Yeah, tasteful side boob. I was
So
impressed.
I was like, oh, wow. I was like, wow,
She-
okay.
she
She
looks
actually
pretty
did something. And this one I will highly recommend. It's funny. It's not just a date movie.
Right.
You can go with your best friends. Guys can go. Girls can go. It's group. It's hilarious. It's funny. You will love it. Rob Lowe's house. There is so much wrong with that house.
The Rob Lowe
I'm
scene
not
is-
gonna tell you.
The Rob
what is
Lowe
wrong.
scene is the best scene of the movie. For all so many reasons that we're not even getting into, because you gotta see it.
What was wrong with the dog? The dog had a very funny face. It's
Oh
like,
yeah,
I've
when
seen
he
German
growled, he
Shepherd-
was like smiling.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me.
well, it looks like it was supposed to be the mutts that we were supposed to get in Hunger Games. Like it looked like people's faces melded into a German Shepherd's face. But yeah, we never got those dogs.
No, the movie screwed that up.
So yeah, I'll definitely recommend this one. It's also a wait for video if you want. It's a cuddle up next
The
to
prices of tickets nowadays, it's hard to really recommend. You need to go out and see this. And
Yeah.
I mean, because even
It's not
my
a must see.
my favorite of the summer is A Million Ways to Die in the West, and I couldn't tell anybody go spend $15 and see it because I loved it so much. And so it's like we'll give you our opinion on these movies, but it's hard to say you have to see it. We can tell you that we enjoyed spending money on it. So
So yeah, these are our opinions. We're not
exactly
purging you at gunpoint to
to go see
to go
these.
see any of these films. But yeah, no, you will have fun with this. Take someone who enjoys these films with you.
Right.
If you want to laugh, take someone who you know is going to laugh at things that can be the silliest things in the world. If you're going to go watch The Purge, take someone who enjoys.
Who knows what, or at least in the first one.
Yeah, and enjoys the type of film, can get caught up in and not just looks at, oh, it's just a violent movie, I don't want to go watch.
I think Marcus and
They're
I
good
do
person.
these because we we have a very high tolerance for all genres and types. But we will be back with more of these. I'm hoping, as long as the kid's taking a nap, that we can start doing these once a week again.
Yeah.
Because we certainly see enough movies that we could be reviewing. So we also have our new website up. Insert logo here. And we'll be uploading videos to that, and you guys can make comments and let us know what you want to see or want us to talk about, because we can do retro stuff. Because we've been here this last year. We just haven't been able to do these. So
so please, so send your likes, send your follows. Really, leave a comment. Let us know what you'd like to see more of, what you'd like to see less of. I would like less stale. These
they're not that stale. Give us a new shtick.
They're expired.
I can make a vote for what you would like a new shtick to be. This is our shtick.
That's our shtick. And she's sticking to it.
All right, so we're signing off, and let us know what you like. All right, I'm done.
Ball shot.